Alright guys, I wasn't supposed to make a second video today, but I am. So here I am. And as you saw, yes, I am trying the crystal candy that has gone viral all over TikTok. So I'm not a big fan of what this candy says it's made out of. I do have a little bit of a texture problem with certain kinds of candy. So there we go. Let's see if I can actually withstand this what this candy's made out of. Bought it at the same candy store as all the other candy. Here's the package. If my camera will focus. So it doesn't actually have instructions on what flavors or what. All it does is say on the bottom of the package under the how much the package weighs, it says assorted flavor, and on the back of it just says the nutritional facts and a little bit of information about the company and all the other stuff at the bottom, like the price sticker for how much I paid, which never mind how much I paid for it, and the Best Buy sticker. So, and the only other thing inside this package, except for the candy itself, is one of those keep fresh packets. Like those little do not eat packets that come in some kinds of candy. So, and I don't actually have a video with the assorted flavor pack that I can use as my guide reference. Because I've watched some other people try these candies. So, I'm never going to know what kinds are in here. Unless I use that video as my guide. But, nope. Those people have ate the bigger ones. These are just tiny little pieces. So, let's get into this. So, we have a green one right here, which, without instructions on what for flavors, we don't know. And apparently, these are made with two flavors. The outside crispy shell being one flavor, and then the jelly filling that they say is inside being another flavor. So, as you can tell, the outside is hard. And yeah, so there was your ASMR about the outside of this random candy. So, let's try this. I am not a big fan of these. I am not going to be able to finish this piece. The outside reminds me of the texture. Sorry, guys, I'm just having a hard time finishing this piece because I'm not a big fan of it. So, I can't tell what the two flavors are, but the outside texture reminds me of the rock candy lollipops. When you bite them off, they're like crystally type texture. So the outside tastes kind of like the outside of a rock candy pop. If you've ever heard of those, they're like candy that you can make in a science experiment. That's what it's like. The inside is more like a jelly type, and supposedly it's supposed to be two flavors. Like the outside one flavor, the inside another. So, yeah. I think I didn't get to the jelly filling yet when I bit into this. So let's take another bite. Okay, so it's a little bit more easier for me to handle with the jelly filling in the middle of it. But it's still hard to tell what the flavors are without a instruction booklet on what the flavors are inside this packet. Because, as you guys know, there's nothing inside this packet except for, hold on, if I found the little thing that I can show you is inside of here. This is the only thing that's inside the package with the candy itself. That doesn't help. And it comes with like different flavors. There's like a green one, a yellow one, a white one, a red one. There's also blue ones in here. So, without a piece of instructions or anything listed on this package, you do not know what flavors you're eating. So, there's just this tiny little bit left. Why don't I just finish it off? So, the good thing about this candy is for all of those vegans and gluten-free people who watch my videos, they're good for those kind of people. Like vegans and gluten-free people can actually eat this candy. So that's a plus for the people who are vegan and gluten-free that watch my lives. So that's actually a good sign. But would I buy this candy again from my local candy shop that I went to and bought this? No. And the reason why I would not buy it again is not because there is missing instructions on the different flavors. It's the texture that I will not buy this again for. It's not because I don't know what flavors I'm eating. If I knew what flavors I was eating, I would be able to explain the flavors better. But that's not what's bothering me. It's a texture issue where it feels like there's jelly candy in the middle of rock candy. It feels like you failed on a rock candy experiment. If you looked up how to do the rock candy pop experiments, which I actually did and failed. And I failed because it stayed liquefied. It didn't harden up into the crystal candy that you find in a rock pop, or like a rock candy pop. And I failed horribly because I tried multiple different colors at one time and they failed. So, seriously, due to texture wise, I would not do this again. So, I am planning on giving this pack away to a friend of mine tomorrow if he actually likes it. Because it actually says that this is from Vietnam. This is Vietnam candy. And he told me he's a big fan of the Vietnam food. So if he likes this candy, he can have the pack. And that is actually going to go to my boyfriend. If he's watching this video right now, yes, I will give it to you if you completely like the candy. So, mentioning you in this video, I will definitely give it to you. So, hopefully you're watching my link I gave you. There you go. So, and for your future knowledge of my videos, I have just received my reborn dolls that you might actually see in some of my videos. I have received 2 of them today. And you might see them in future videos. So, I hope you guys think they're awesome. So, and again, I will not ever buy those. Again, those are disgusting. They are like if you leave Jello to turn bad, like if you leave Jello to spoil, that's what it tastes like on the inside of those, like spoiled Jello, which is disgusting. So, and while I'm on this candy phase right now, why don't I just try the rest of the candy I have? Even though I was not planning to try the rest of them right now. So, let's get into this bag. Because I need to get the taste of that candy out of my mouth. So, I don't know why there's a Sharpie in the bag, which is kind of stupid. So, where is it? Ooh! So, as we can see, there's this, which is actually really good. And hold on a sec while I fix my title thing. So, there we go. I just fixed my title, which got updated. So, I got some other candies that I wanted from the store, which are actually awesome, because I need to get the taste of that candy out of my mouth. This candy, horrible. I give it out of a rating of my candy ratings for every candy I've ever had. This gets a negative 1 million. Negative 1 million on my score of candy ratings because I am a candy freak. And if the rating is a negative 1 million, that means it belongs in the dumpster. So, all right, let's get to the rest of this while I'm still on live. Because I know I went live this morning, but I knew I was going to be getting rid of that crystal candy to somebody tomorrow, so I wanted to just randomly try it for you guys because it says it's been all over TikTok. So, I got freeze-dried candy, the sweet one right here. It's supposed to be freeze-dried Skittles, sweet ones. And it's by a company that I've seen on the internet, on YouTube, whether they're packaging an order or refilling their inventory, called Trendy Treats. So if Trendy Treats wants to sponsor me in any way, I'd be willing to sponsor any of their candy. Because they're actually my favorite freeze-dried candy videos to watch. So, this is the sweet one. They do make a sour one, but I didn't want to buy that one yet. I bought both the freeze-dried candies I bought for literally $5 for 2 packs at the candy store where I bought that disgusting crystal candy, which is the same candy store I bought the candy from the earlier video in. So, let's go ahead. It's supposed to be freeze-dried Skittles. So this apparently would be a grape Skittle. So, let's test it. It does have the grape flavor there that you usually have on the center of Skittles. If you took a knife and cut Skittle in half, and it doesn't matter what flavor, it actually has the flavor that you'd find in the center. And it kind of reminds me, like, if astronauts have candy in space, what they would be made into. Pretty much, if you know, they make astronaut ice cream, which is pretty much freeze-dried ice cream sandwiches. But look at candy and imagine it as freeze-dried astronaut ice cream. So it's like if candy was made for astronauts. That's what the texture is like. So it's like if astronauts have candy in space, to me. But still keeping the original flavor of each individual piece of Skittle. So now that I've tried the sweet flavor, maybe next time I'll go and get the sour one. The candy store has so many freeze-dried candies. They have these ones, which are the sweet ones. They have the sour version. They have Hi-Chew, freeze-dried Hi-Chews. If there's Hi-Chew fans watching my videos, they have freeze-dried marshmallows, freeze-dried Airheads, but not the sour Airheads. It's just like the Airhead Taffy. So maybe I'll buy those other ones and try them in another video. So let's move on to the next one, which is the Airhead, which are not actually made. These are actually not marshmallows. These are cotton candy taffy. Let's try these. I might have a little trouble opening it, but I'll figure this out. So I gotta try these have someone else try these, so kind of can't eat all of them, even if I like them, because I gotta save them for somebody else. So having a little trouble opening this crazy. I figured I'd have some trouble with this. Let's grab something so I can use it as a little bit of scissors. So, come on. How hard is it to open candy? So, alright, let me do this. Trying to use this and break my way through. So there we go. There we go. Now I got into it. It took a couple minutes to break open. So, and all I have in this room right now for drink is a bottle of water. So look how big this thing is. It thing's like the size of a rock, but it doesn't feel like a rock, which is kind of cool. And it's even got some holes on the back of it, and it's cotton candy colors. It's probably going to be a soft one to eat, like softer than the Skittles that I just tried. It tastes like cotton candy, and it melts like cotton candy. It's like if you pulled leftover cotton candy out of a cotton candy machine and just ate it straight. Like, let's say you worked at a carnival and you were bored and you had to clean the cotton candy machine. And there was these little hard pieces of cotton candy fluff just sitting there and you wanted to eat it. That's what this tastes like. Which is actually pretty awesome. Literally, this is the best. I would give this if this was a real number, I would give it 1,000,000,000. This is like I don't even know how to answer how good this is. So, this is awesome. This is like so good. It just melts in your mouth and all over your fingers. Excuse me while I reach over and grab the baby wipes on the other side of the room. It's sticky, but I'm okay with it. It's called just clean yourself up after. So, for the 2 freeze-dried candies I tried from the brand Trendy Treats, if you want to sponsor me with any of your candy that is freeze-dried or not filled with fruit, I will try it on a video for you and give you my reviews. So please reach out to me. Because out of the 2 freeze-dried candies I tried from you guys today on this video, I am in heaven with your freeze-dried candy. So, besides the freeze-dried candy, I actually have my own personal sour mix. Yes, I made my own personal sour mix because I wanted to get the freeze-dried sour Skittles instead of the sweet ones. But the person I'm having tried them tomorrow doesn't like sour. And that is the person who will be keeping my crystal candy if he likes them. So I had to make my own personal sour mix separately from the rest of the candy he's going to be trying. But he said he is willing to try my personal sour mix if they're not too strong for him. So my personal sour mix has rainbow sour belts, pink lemonade sour belts, cotton candy sour belts, blue raspberry drops, strawberry drops, tropical drops, cotton candy cola strips or whatever you want to call them, and it has neon colored sour gummy bears. They're not the regular colored sour bears for sour gummy bears. They are the neon colored ones. So they are all colors that are neon compared to your traditional sour gummy bears, which are just the ordinary gummy bear colors, but sour. So let's break into this. So we're going to try a cotton candy cola drop, whatever you want to call them. They kind of look like a gummy worm instead of the traditional cola drops that you see. It literally looks like a worm. A gummy worm it looks like a traditional gummy worm that's cotton candy flavor because that's sour. This doesn't look like a cola bottle at all. So that's the pink half. And that's the pink half. The sour flavor is not that strong on that side. Now let's go and try the blue side. The sour, the texture of the sour is not that strong. But one side does taste like pink lemonade, and the blue side tastes like blue raspberry. To me. So that was the cotton candy cola bottle, it said, on the candy dish. Because I made this mix myself. I picked all the candy that's inside of it. So here is the strawberry drop. Let's try that one. That was not sour at all. The sour flavor was a minus 10 on that. So there wasn't even any sourness to it, even though it was supposed to be a sour drop. But I did taste the strawberry in that one. So, yeah. There's the strawberry drop, as they call it. Now, here's the blue raspberry drop, which is this pretty much looks the same as the strawberry one, except for blue. That didn't even taste like blue raspberry. And I love blue raspberry candy, whether it's sour or sweet. And that had no blue raspberry flavor in it at all. So that flavor is like minus 5 on my rating scale. Now, this is the tropical drop. That's what it said on the dish that I picked it from. That one had a little bit of sour kick, like the amount of sour that you'd find on a Sour Patch Kid. And it tastes like all the flavors of Sour Patch Kids mixed into one candy, which is actually pretty interesting. And Sour Patch Kids are usually sweet, sour than sweet. So imagine you mix all the flavors into one candy and then coat it with sour dust. And it has the same reaction as if you eat the Sour Patch Kids individually, which is a sour than sweet reaction. So that was the tropical drop. And I know I have different flavors of the sour gummy bears, but I'm going to only do one flavor. Here's a neon gummy bear, a neon sour gummy bear. So, yeah, there's that. That tasted just like an ordinary sour gummy bear, just in a different color that you wouldn't find in a traditional pack. I got the neon ones because they were different than the traditional ones for sour gummy bears. So, yeah. And I like sour gummy bears, so I wanted something that was totally different, and neon sounded cool. So, Now let's move on to my belts, my strips, whatever you want to call them. This is Pink Lemonade belt or strip, depending on your determination. That one actually gives me a little bit of a kick in the sour department. Because if you think of drinking pink lemonade, it's actually pretty tart as a liquid, as like a drink. But if you add extra sour dust to it, it cranks up the tartness of the pink lemonade. So that one was actually kind of strong for me. And I'm usually good at handling my sour. So that one was actually kind of strong. So gotta give my mouth a break for a minute. Because that was pretty strong. So I'm gonna take a quick second on that one. So we got 2 more to try and then we are done. So we got the classic rainbow belt or strip, whatever you want to call it. Excuse me. Tastes like a traditional Airhead. Tastes like a traditional Airhead, but extra sour. But with more sour dust. So, yeah. We got one last one to try in this mix. And that is the cotton candy belt. So, that one, not bad. So, that was all of the flavor, all the candies in my personal mix. So, to name them off one more time, we have the cotton candy cola bottles that more so represent worms. We got the blue raspberry drops, the strawberry drops, the tropical drops, the cotton candy belts, the pink lemonade belts, the classic belts, and the neon gummy bears. That was all the candies in my personal mix. And for my personal mix, I would give it a 10. Because I designed it. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!